What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a little while since I posted here. I've been posting most of my clips and stuff just over on Instagram. Haven't had a ton of time to dedicate to this channel, but I thought today was a pretty big milestone, so I wanted to have a little video to show you guys my brand new bike. Today is new bike day here at the Arbuckle House, and I couldn't be more excited. As you may know, I've been riding the Fatback Skookum for the past several years, and I absolutely love that bike. That fat bike really changed the game for me. I've got a few other bikes along the way that are fun. I enjoy them, you know, trail bikes. But this bike in particular is super exciting. Enough talking about it. Let's just get into it, right? You guys ready to see it? Well, I can't hardly wait. I've been waiting, following the UPS tracking label, and finally, it's here. In case you weren't aware, Fatback at some point changed the name of their company to Corvus Cycles. Still the same people behind it. The distribution hub is still based out of Bend. So my old Skookum was an 18-inch, which I think is a size large. I'm 6'2", and that bike's always been a touch on the small side. I got it that way because I wanted to ride a bunch of trials on it. But now I find myself in Redding, California, which has tons of single track, tons of mountain bike trails, and I'm doing a lot more trail riding. So I thought I would get something a little bit more appropriate for what I'm into. It barely fits my bike box. Oh, look at that. Sweet. The brand new Skookum AF. Okay, so here it is, the finished product. Obviously I got to get it down, trim the seat, adjust the bars, do all those little details. But everything's set up super fast. It was maybe 20-minute install. I actually had them order it with a couple customizations too. I went with a 200mm Pacific Northwest dropper post. I like to have as much drop as I can, so when I'm riding trials. I also had them go ahead and max out the volume spacers in the front fork because I like a nice progressive front suspension. This one's a 120mm, which my old bike's only 100, so really excited to see how that performs. So we've got the Big Sue 27.5 rims, Yippee-ki-yay 4.3 tires, the P&W dropper post, again 200mm. I went with the GX group set because I feel like that's a pretty solid group set without going overboard. 120 Manitou Mastodon Pro. I'm really excited to check these out. These are the Hayes Dominion. I've heard really great things about these brakes, so I decided to check those out. I'm gonna check out the Corvus dive bar. This is an 800mm bar, a little bit of back sweep to it. Ergon grips. I've used these before, I'm a fan. Probably eventually switch this out for a deity cockpit. That's what I'm used to running on all my other bikes. So just to keep things uniform, but I figured I would try it out to get started. Another thing, especially for you trials guys out there, what hubs am I running? I usually run Onyx hubs. I like the silence. The Corvus Alaska Edition hub has actually been really good. I've had a couple of these over the years, and the main thing is look at the engagement. It's darn near instant. It's really, really good. A little bit of a give. It's not quite as good as like an Onyx or like a Chris King, but it's pretty darn good engagement on that. I don't even notice it when I'm riding, so I'm gonna check that one out. Anyway, if you guys have any more questions on the build, let me know, and then I will definitely update you as I switch parts out to kind of make it my own. Now that I got it all built up, I think it only makes sense we take it for a little rip. I'm gonna take you guys to my backyard trails. We'll take the dogs for a run and put this thing through its paces real quick. All right, well, there we go. The first rip on the Fatback Skookum AF. I'm super impressed with this bike. It's everything I wanted. It's a little slacker. The seat tube's a little steeper. It feels so rowdy and so fun for the kind of riding I do. So I'll mostly just be using this bike on trails around here. I might get it to the dunes. I'll probably get it to the snow, but for the most part, it's gonna live on the trails near Redding. I just personally love the way a fat bike handles. I love the fact that I can monster truck. I could ride over this car if I wanted to, but I could also hit some dirt jumps or some tech trails or like some flowy single track like we just did. And I think this thing's gonna be the perfect addition to my quiver. It just feels like home. This is the first time in a long time where I've got on a bike and I didn't think about the bike. The bike just disappeared and did exactly what I wanted it to and expected it to do. It's also fun to show you guys our new trail. Me and the kids have been working on that for the past few weeks. I didn't do a lot of documenting for like YouTube videos, but we did document the whole process over on Instagram. I have a highlighted story if you want to go check it out of our trail builds. It's this trail plus a couple other ones we've been working on with the Reading Trail Lines. Thanks so much for hanging out and checking out the new bike with me today. I plan to be a little more active on the channel here. You know, it's kind of a side project to a side project, but I do love sharing bikes with you guys and having a good time. And now that I live in Reading, we're surrounded by so much amazing riding. So hopefully I can bring you guys out on a ride here and there. And yeah, if you have any questions on the bike or the build, just hit me up in the comments below. I'm more than happy to talk bikes with you guys. Until next time, this is Dan, wishing you happy pedaling. We'll see you on the next one.